What is up, you guys? I wanted to come here and give you guys an update. It is officially, let me see, October, November, December, January. It's been 3 months since my surgery, and I kind of wanted to just tell you guys how I've been feeling, etc. So, I have been eating a little more, as in like I'm still eating the same amount of food, like that the size hasn't changed, like the size of what I eat is still very little, but I'm able to eat a little more longer, if that makes sense. So like if I only had before just 5 small meals, now I can have 6. So there is that. I have no pain. One day I did wake up really hungry and I felt like an abdominal pain. So I was like, okay, let me eat, maybe it'll go away, and it went away like immediately. So that has never happened to me before the surgery or after the surgery. I've always been a person who is able to easily fast, not eat until like 12, 1 sometimes. Like my first meal of the day would always be my lunch, but now I'm able to literally eat in the morning. And I'm able to have a pretty decent size meal in the morning. I usually have either like half a yogurt with some strawberries and blueberries and some type of like cereal or something to just kind of give it that crunch, or I'll have like 1 or 2 eggs. I will have 1 bread. I think 1 bread for me is enough. I used to be able to eat a little more, but now I just 1 bread with egg gets me full. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have been still taking my vitamins. I'm almost done with one of my medication that the doctor gave me. I'm almost done with the other one too, and then it will just be supplements. I am soon going to be going to my doctor to get my first blood work. I will be going Thursday to get that done, this coming Thursday. Whenever I upload, I will already have taken the blood work. So it is a lot of blood work tests that you need to do, and I don't have insurance. So yeah. I do have a friend who is a nurse, and she will be doing the blood work for me, and she knows a really nearby laboratory who she's just gonna do it. She's like, I can totally do that for you, and she's not gonna charge me an arm and a leg, you know. And I also got laser hair remover. I've been doing it way before the surgery, and I kind of took a break after the surgery just because I felt very uncomfortable. And when you do get LASIK, well, for me, I've noticed that I use a lot of my muscles to kind of control myself from the pain, because getting laser hair remover is a little painful. It's not like crazy painful, but it is a little painful. So and it has really, I have seen a huge improvement. I've gotten laser before, and I didn't like my results. They were just not good. And I believe I did like 10 sessions and I didn't see anything. Like, no, like they were like, you still need to come. And I'm like, no, like this is a lot of money. And so I found the nurse, and she also does hair remover at home. And so I've been going to her, and I've been seeing amazing results. I used to have really thick sideburns, and now my sideburns are like, they look normal sideburns. My sideburns were like all the way down here, like, so in my face, I've been getting laser. And then my armpits, I've always had issues with my armpits hair because I would get crazy amount of ingrowns. And then also down there in the kitty cat, that's the main reason why I started getting laser, because I went to my dermatologist for that issue. My kitty cat always getting ingrowns and all these, you know, and then I come to find out it is a symptom for my PCOS. Some of them are not even ingrowns, because I actually showed her one and she popped it. She was like, there's no hair. This is not an ingrown. This is just like built-up infection that you just get because you have PCOS. And I'm like, great. Speaking of PCOS, I feel like my symptoms of PCOS have dramatically changed, and I am so grateful, because many years I have had really long periods, and I mean like 6 to 7 days. I've never had it less than 5. I've always been 5, 6, 7 days, ever since I got it until recently. So obviously once you hit 30, that does your cycle changes, because, you know, your hormones are changing. But I've noticed a huge difference. Okay, so I used to just I would get heavy cycles for 3 to 4 or 5 days or more. Sometimes it would be the whole time that I was on my cycle. Sometimes it would just be a few days. Now, let me tell you what happens. So when I first had the surgery, I knew my period was going to be coming, because my period usually always comes the first week of the month, or sometimes the second week, just depending what my body was like. Okay, it's that time of the month. So it's always been back and forth, or I've always been the last week of the month. It's just, that's what PCOS does. And some people, it changes even more. So after the surgery, I experienced spotting for the first time ever in my life. And I was freaking out. I was like, am I going through menopause? Because I've never experienced that. Not even when the first time I got it, I never had spotting. And the first time ever I had spotting. And then that's when my cycle kind of changed. So now my cycle is 3 to 4 days. And let me tell you, I only get one heavy day out of all those days. And I can handle the pain. It's okay with me. You know, I'm not over here like how I used to be when I was in high school, where I'll be like, I can't move, because it would be so freaking painful. Not this time. It is something I can control. I can handle the freaking pain. Like, let me tell you. So I've noticed that, and I don't need to use those heavy, I just use them on my heavy day. And then the other days I just wear like a regular pad, like a, you know, a regular pad. Yeah, so this surgery has completely changed my PCOS. I will be asking my friend who's a nurse if she can go ahead and check my hormone levels. I don't know if she could do it that same day, since I'm going to be taking a whole bunch of, like, you know, protein and vitamin. I believe it's like vitamin 1, B1, vitamin B12 and all that stuff. Like, it's going to be a lot of blood. So I'm thinking she's going to be like, you're going to have to come next week or another day to like get your hormone. Because I really want to know what my hormones are looking like now. Just because I haven't had a hormone exam in a very long time. And I just know my body way too fucking well to know that before the surgery, my PCOS was out of control. Out of control. I just knew something was going on with my PCOS. So I'm glad I had the surgery. The main reason I had the surgery was for my PCOS, to get it under control. I'm not trying to get pregnant or anything like that, but I just wanted it to be under control, because I've lived with PCOS since I was like, what, like 11, 12 years old. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. I took medicine for it for many years. And then I just stopped because I was just so annoyed. The hormones made me feel weird, and it made me feel not myself. And I was always freezing to death. I'm already really cold, and then I was even more cold than that. Like in the summer, I was wearing fucking hoodies. Okay? Like, And it wasn't really even doing much to my hormones. My hormones were still crazy all over the place. But I'm gonna tell you guys my PCOS story because that's a wild one. That's a crazy one. And if you're dealing with that, I'm so sorry. I wish you nothing but the best and to find a really good doctor that's gonna really take care of you because it's not easy out there with PCOS. I have been trying different foods. I've been, honestly, ever since the surgery, I'm actually really scared to eat out. I don't know what it did to my fucking brain, but like I rather prefer eating home than going out to eat. And then when I go out to eat, I kind of don't know what to get because I'm like, what is the sauce have? Like, I'm very particular, and I'm not gonna ask like the waiter like, what does this have? What is, you know, like I'm not gonna do that because I would never do that to any waiter or bartender. But I've noticed that I kind of prefer, like, even during the week where I'm working, and me and my mom would always go to the drive-through. We still do go to the drive-through, and I always kind of order the same thing. We always kind of go to Chick-fil-A just because it's just a little easier for me to order. And I feel like Chick-fil-A's are just everywhere here in Georgia. They're like literally in every fucking corner. So, and my mom's not a fan of like all the other companies of fast food. So I've noticed that I prefer to eat home than eat out just because I freaking know what I'm eating, if that makes any fucking sense. But that's my update. It's pretty chill. Nothing crazy's happened. I haven't had to reach out to the doctor or the nutrition. I'm kind of just doing everything on my own, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the results. I'm losing weight really slowly, but I don't want to lose fast. I've actually started working out. I had to take a break because of laser, but I did order some equipment for my home because I'm planning on just working out here. Like, sometimes it's super late when I get home and I just don't want to, like, you know, go drive more because sorry, my battery died. But I did order like home equipment workout stuff. I did get some of them. I'm still waiting on my walking pad that I ordered from Deer Run, which I'm hoping it comes because I did see some comments on like their like posts and all stuff, and people like are waiting, and it's been 2 weeks, and I'm like, ugh, I just spent $100 and something on a walking pad and it may never show up. So hopefully it does show up because I enjoy walking with an incline. I don't like walking flat. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm not getting anything done when I'm walking like flat. I like to have a little bit of incline. So it was kind of the only walking pad that I found that had like a pretty good, decent walking incline. The other ones were like 5% or something. This one is, I think, 7 or 12. And I didn't want like something big either. I kind of wanted something kind of like small that I can hide. But yeah, so I am going to start working out again because I did stop because of the laser. So when you get a laser hair remover, you're not allowed to sweat or anything like that. You kind of have to keep it on the down low, if you know what I mean. What else? I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I am losing a little bit, but it's fine. I'm okay. I've kind of just learned that the faster you lose weight, the faster you gain it back. The slower you lose weight, the lower way you gain it back. And yeah, so I've been kind of losing a pound a week or half a pound a week, I guess you could say. But before I was losing a pound a day, and then I went to losing a pound every other day, and then losing a pound to once a week, which I'm okay with. I'm not trying to rush into losing weight either. I'm trying to just take my time, you know, no rushing. And yeah, that's my little freaking update. So everything's going smooth. Everything's going the way I planned in my head, you know. I'm a Virgo, so I like to have things planned out before they fucking happen. So I'm happy that things are kind of just going smooth, slow, not like this. Also, none of my large stuff fits. None of my extra large stuff fits. I'm now a size medium. So that was kind of a shocker. But I am starting to save up for a tummy tuck because I know I'm going to need one. But I'm not going to be going to Mexico for that. I'm going to be going here, like in Atlanta, to get it done. Just because tummy tucks are a lot. They're a lot. They're not an easy surgery to have, and it's not an easy surgery to recover from. So I don't want to be like getting the surgery and then traveling, you know? So so yeah. So I've been looking for some doctors. I'm not planning on getting it done anytime soon. It's probably going to be a year from now. Just because I'm pretty sure it's going to be about like $10,000 to get a tummy tuck. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay to spending that type of money, or if it's a little more, I don't mind. But I just wanted to get it done here just because a tummy tuck is a lot more work. And I know that because I know a lot of people in my life that have gotten it done, and they've traveled like to Colombia, to Mexico to get it done, or like Miami or here. And everyone tells me I regret traveling for my tummy tuck because it is so painful. You can't walk straight. You can't carry anything. Like, it's wild and you're in a lot of fucking pain. So, so yeah, that is my next surgery. And then after that, I think, well, I'm probably going to get 2 surgeries in one surgery. Does that make sense? So I'm planning on getting the tummy tuck, and then I'm planning to get this removed. You can't see, but I've had this fat here my entire life. Even if I lose weight, it doesn't go away. And it's only on this side. I don't have it on this side, and it's annoying as fuck. So I'm planning on getting those 2 things removed. And then my next surgery would probably be my nose. I've never liked my nose. I feel like I'm always like out of breath, which is annoying. So yeah, that would be my last surgery because I want this to look like this. So my battery keeps dying. Jesus. Thankfully, I have a whole bunch of them. But that's it for this video. I will give you guys an update for 4 months. And I'm planning on doing this until maybe 2 years. And just because I feel like a lot of things can happen, you know? So far, everything's going smooth and good. And I will show you guys my blood work report, you know, what it ends up saying. If I need to take more supplements or blah, 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 blah. But that's it. Peace out. Take care. And if you're planning on getting the surgery, good luck. And, you know, just know that you're doing the best thing you could do for yourself. And if everyone around you is telling you, don't do this, blah, 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 well, fuck them. Okay? It's your body. It's your fucking money. And you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Okay? That's what I told my haters. I was like, y'all just jealous because y'all don't got the money to get this done, and I fucking do. Okay, so okay. Sometimes you got to think about yourself, and I'm a person who never thinks about herself unless it's my birthday or Christmas. But so yeah, if you're planning on getting the surgery, you're on your way to get the surgery, good luck. Wish you nothing but the best, healing and everything. And if you've already gotten done, let me know in the comments, what has your journey been like? You know, has it been good? Has it been crazy? Has it been bad? I want to know, because everyone's experience is different. For me, it's been good. Obviously, I kind of told you guys my opinion of the doctor and the place I went to, but you know, you do your own research. You're risking your own life and everything by getting the surgery done, because it's like every other surgery, you know. Things can go bad, things can go good, you never fucking know. But good luck, and that's it. Peace out. Bye.